for bot lane.
Thank you, Riv. Yes, Doublelift here after the victory. Congratulations.
Thanks.
You guys pretty much stomped that game. So I have a question for you, though. Nien, coming into this is a former teammate of yours. You're very used to other AD carry players wanting to play against you and wanting to prove yourself. Does it change at all the mentality of the team or the strategy of the team going into the game? If you want to lane swap, what you want to pick against this guy. Do you try and use it against them at all?
Maybe like previously it was, a little more prideful where I really wanted 2v2 people, but this game we chased them 2v2 strictly because just the way the game was going. Rumble is a worse 2v1er than Maokai. And no, I don't think it really changes anything very much. I think I was really kind of a little bit apprehensive because I think Kalista completely destroys Sivir in lane. I would say that matchup's like an 80-20 Kalista favored lane, but Nyan and Dota didn't play very well, so I managed to get a pretty big CS lead and force them to swap away. So then I just kept chasing them 2v2 the whole game, and we just completely crushed them, I guess. Their only saving grace that game should have been bottom lane, because Kalista Nautilus is so good. But they didn't play it out as well as they could have, so yep.
Yeah, you guys had a really clean game, strong shot calling. Another, one of the changes that you guys made in the offseason, Link leaving, has that affected your shot calling at all? You guys look as clean, as crisp as ever. How accurate are the calls? How has the transition been without, Link there?
I think that transition has been pretty good, actually. Pobelter's really good. He's a carry mid laner, and he's just really strong. That game, he was doing ridiculous damage, and looking at the charts, he was like 37,000 damage done. He was like twice as much as the second most. So I don't know. Pobelter's really good for the team, and I think the team, the way we're operating now is just a lot better. I have to get used to it because before we used to play off bottom a lot. Nowadays, we don't play off bottom like pretty much at all. So it's just a new play style, and I think Afro and I are good enough of a bottom lane to play 2v3s like against the enemy jungler without any jungle pressure ourselves, and it's just like a nice refreshing challenge. And now like Zion and Pobelter can just really carry games because the meta is just top and mid completely snowballing the game.
As far as shot calling, has Pobelter stepped into the shot calling role as well, or does Afro do the main shot calling?
Actually, Zion is our like big shot caller, like our overarching, and then Afro's more micro oriented now. So before Afro would have like kind of an ambiguous duty. It's like, oh, well, you're a shot caller, but like you don't really have a specialty. You just kind of go in whatever you want. He's more micro oriented, so like in team fights, you'll see him talking a lot. When we're doing rotations, he'll talk a lot. Zion is more just like, okay, we're gonna group, at this time or whatever. He's more big picture, and so with this sort of system, you can really pinpoint like whose responsibility is whose. As opposed to before, which it was like very ambiguous, and you could tell we were really inconsistent because of that. So it's interesting because I never thought top laners could shot call, but I guess in this meta they really can, and it's really effective.
Yeah, definitely effective this game. Now, next game that you guys have is going to be TSM, the rivalry. Pobelter's a new guy stepping into the rivalry, and he's also been a guy that's talked a little bit about how he doesn't think fans give him enough credit for being an excellent mid laner. Do you think that he is more excited to step into the rivalry and prove himself against Bjergsen, the number one in North America?
Yeah, I think Pobelter, I don't want to put added pressure on the poor guy, but he's got a lot to prove. So, I don't know. CLG versus TSM is always going to be hype. And our coach actually also like enhanced the hype by, I don't know, he just talked to us about it, and it's a lot of pressure, I guess, for us to win. I guess we'll just have to see, because I think Eugene or Pobelter, he's super good, and I think he can beat Bjergsen for sure.
All right, we will have to see tomorrow. Until then, we're going to send it over to the guys at the desk now.